I miss y'all so much. Greetings. Wait till you jump on if possible. Greetings. Greetings. Hi. How are you? Greetings. I missed you all. I have to take time to. Hi. Greetings. Hey. Hey, Kiva. Hey, Greg. Who else I have? Hi, Made Media Magazine. How are you? Hi, hit the like button, everyone. I appreciate that. What's going on? Hi, greetings. Hi, hey, Raymond. Hi, thank you, Made Media Magazine. I appreciate that so much. Greetings to you all. I have been, of course, you all know I have a career, and I have been, of course, doing a lot of spiritual work and fulfilling a lot of teas. So, of course, I had to come and say hello to all of you. I miss you all so much. I miss you all. I mean, there's been a lot going on. Whenever I take a break off, it just seems to not, you know, stop. You know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't taking a break off. I was just in the background. So, you all, I know you all have seen my posts lately and all of those things. There's always so much drama. Greetings, Dorothy. I miss you all. I miss you all as well. I apologize for me missing being, for me not being here, but I assure you all I'll be coming more often, or at least leaving you all updates, because I don't like to be MIA. But the world is changing. I want you all to understand that mess is never my topic, but it's pertaining to my life. Um, it's a must that I speak on it. I will be coming to you all though, sharing more importance in life because times are changing. The world has ended as we know it, and there is a financial crisis that will be coming soon. Well, it is here now, but there's a $40 million heist. Well, 40 trillion dollar. Let me correct myself. Heist going on right now, and there is no longer. There will no longer be middle class. You're either going to be the new rich or the new poor. So I want to start informing everyone of the importance of life because, of course, we have to be well before we're able to deal with anyone else. And that includes our families and, being able to make sure that everything is well. Um, you know, things are really changing. And it's so disheartening at this time that I'm more focused on the care and the stability and the concerns of people. Why? How you doing, Coach K? And in the midst of it, there are things that go on, and people are trying to make money off of your views, off of your likes. Again, I'll repeat, I was never here for likes or numbers. I rather be here for the truth, the reality, the transparency of it all, to let others know you're never alone. I just thank God that I don't look like what I've been through. But it's I'm trying. I want to give back to anyone that shares anything with me. And so, how I will be giving back is I will be sharing very important information. I will be sharing ways that you can increase your income, or ways to help you with your income, so that you make more money. I'm not here just for your likes, for your numbers, for no one to pay me. I rather uh, put into put into you, and what I want to put into you, and plant a seed into you of positivity, of growth, of elevation, of prosperity, of health, of mental health. Make sure you're well. So I will be coming more about that. But on today, I just have to speak about it because I tell you, these CIs and these informants, New Orleans, thank you, and a typical, appreciate you. Um, I came to share. I mean, I tell you, these videos, all of this rah rah. I tell you. I don't see where it's beneficial to anyone. So I have to kind of bat it down. Because as I said, when I was younger, I got into this, and once God showed me what it was, I see it hasn't changed as of yet. So today I'm going to come on here and just speak because, yes, God knows. God knows. Boom, like, hold on one second. A typical. Let me see what you say. Hold on. See, man, I feel you on this. God knows I don't bloom like what I've been through. Only by grace and mercy of the Most High. Most certainly. Most certainly. And that's where I am always with it first. The Most High. So today I wanted to come on here because I saw, and back a while back, when people were asking me, they were like, "Oh, you ever dealt with gangster?" Never have I dealt with gangster, but it's been so funny because as people tend to bring up your past, you tend to bring up more. You tend to remember more and more and more. And so, as I go through YouTube on some days, I pass by a few little videos, and I tend to look and see, and I'm like, oh my gosh, lies don't care who tell them. I just don't understand. But at the same time, and in between the time, I like to clear up a whole lot of things because of the simple fact that, first of all, the paperwork that I have been posting, it is very, very, very surreal. I have been receiving comments on it because maybe others are not able to locate the information that I find, and I apologize that you're not as um, uh, well of a researcher as I may be, but it does not take away from the fact that my paperwork is real. So, for all the gang stalkers and all of the, I'll say, critics, and all of the naysayers and all of the doubters, and the slick side behind the scene haters with the fake pages and all of that, I just like to warn them in advance. Honey, I bully bullies, so there's no bullying me. I will try to be the adult about everything first, but please believe there's no bullying me. Exactly. They tell God on Jesus. Good rat motherfuckers. Okay. So this guy, and I'm not any longer going to call him the G word because that is what he once was. Apparently, being that G word and going through consequences and repercussions, made him turn otherwise. Okay, so with that being said, he doesn't receive the respect from me of being called that word. um Seeing him and watching how shrewd he is, and after going in and doing so much research on him, to know that he has been, not only did he tell on the dead friends, which is maybe the reason why they're dead, okay, but he has told on many of the alive as well, okay, and the alive, some of them know that he's told on them, and please hit the like. Some of them know that he's told on them, and some of them are not aware that he's told on them because, of course, he is a confidential informant, okay? And so I guess after trying to be the G word once upon a time, and you get with, once they start lining you up with that G word and start dishing you out and issuing you out with that G word, and they kind of make you the kingpin of the murders after you try to tell on everyone. Hey, yeah, then that kind of makes you shrewd, and you have to go and find a different technique. So, being in jail, that's what he did. But on today, I'm going to speak about it because he keeps bringing up Killer Stone again, and he's breaking it down in, I guess, 10-minute increments. And shout out to the person in his background. Shout out to his director. I'm sure, thank you so much, Coach K. I'm sure you're a federal agent or so. Shout out to you because the cover up wasn't as well on the 8-minute video, and so your voice was heard. But nevertheless, we're going to talk about Killer Stone and Gangsta dating the same D, but it was not me. So you hear that he so shrewdly and proudly and very, what would I call him? Enough about that. Y'all hear how he goes, oh, Alvin Stone, a big homie, he burnt up my truck, and then after that, I went and got the big body Benz, and then I came through, and that. Well, back then, Gangsta, whom had apparently met the young lady at the time, she was a young lady, he had met the young lady first, okay? And so upon, I told you back in one of my previous lives that Elvin, yes, he did have HIV. Now, as far as him dying from the HIV, I don't believe that it was HIV that killed him. Per the death certificate, again, it says that he had a heart ventilator situation going on, which means a heart attack. Well, one thing we all knew about Elvin from a youth, from juvenile jail, was that he was a very good fighter, okay? And after going through that, I mean, his rap name is Killer Stone, so I guess you can say he was very good at everything that he did. And so, with that being said, they were not, and he knew this, they were not just about to let him do his time and come back on the streets because, of course, he was feared, okay? And he was feared by the same group of people that really infiltrated him and got him caught up, okay? They intentionally had tap phones and intentionally involved him and made sure that he was involved in all of these things. He getting caught up with the feds on a second time. They intentionally made sure that all of his rap lyrics and everything was used against him. All of these things were intentional, and all of these things were from people that were once very close to him, the very ones that he calls brother, okay, partner, the clique, whatever you want to call it, okay? But I told y'all how I saw it. Yes, he had some vicious hands. Exactly. Yes, he had some vicious hands. And so, thank you for that. And so, with, they intentionally, that was a hit, okay, and sent to the jailhouse. Whether they fed him um the diet tray once he got there, and that is how, when they give you morphine, okay, they give you morphine, and anyone that takes morphine, or anyone that has had older sickly people in their family, they know, and that have been put on hospice before, they know that they give them morphine, okay. And so morphine is something you take, and it makes your heart beat very, very slow until you just eventually just die out. The heart just stops beating. Okay, and so, but enough about all of that, because we're going to get into all of it since he keeps bringing all of these things up. Well, back then, the lady that I was speaking of, that stole Stone's jewelry, Danielle, she actually used to date Gangsta first, okay? She met Gangsta first. And what they did not understand about these guys were that they were from uptown. They went through things young and didn't have much. So when they would meet someone that was able to do something for them, of course they shared it with them all, okay? And they had their little game or whatever was going on between them, because remember, they were locked up together, grew up together, they were more friend boys than anyone, okay? So with that being said, Gangsta had met the young lady at the time, Danielle, first. She was working at the car lot on Veterans Boulevard in Metairie, okay? So after Stone burnt up the truck, this is how he goes to get the Benz, because of course she's working at the car lot, and she was helping him and hooking up things, of course, to make her money too. They were bringing her sales, and she didn't care whose name or credit or anybody, whatever they bought, she just hooked it up and gave them the deal, okay. Well, eventually Stone starts dating her. And so he comes out with the brand new cars too. But the difference was that Stone continued to date her um, up until his death. Okay, and she wasn't the only one that he dated. Again, he had multiple women. They always had multiple women from the beginning. But all this is also part of Gangsta's. Well, let me repeat that. Terrence's um, vendetta for Stone as well. Dating and knowing that Stone shot him or whatever the situation was. Okay, so he had a lot of animosity, but of course he goes to jail. He met a nicer young lady after that I think she's his baby mother, and that's Xenia, whatever her name is. But anyway, back to this situation, because it makes more sense the more he talks and incriminates all of these people. I mean, he's such a bitter Nancy, is what I call him. But when as he spoke about that, he was like, "Oh, I went and got the big body Benz and da 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 da." So Stone started dating the same young lady. She went to him next. Um, then Stone started coming out with all of the vehicles and this, that, and other. And we all knew all of that, okay? But now it brings it back to when he got locked up, okay? And when I got to that when I found that paperwork about Timothy Pickney and Sean Taylor, and as I was reading and saw how shrewd he was to think of, because I came across so much paperwork where he's told on men and women, okay, men and women, and just in the New Orleans area alone. But that didn't stick the way that he planned for it to stick, okay. So he ended up getting life plus the additional 240 years because the judges and everyone was able to see through his shrewdness. And even though he went to college and all of these things, and out of all of the things he could have been, that is what he chose to be and whom he chose to be. So he really got sentenced for like being the kingpin of the murders, because how do you participate in so much criminal cruelty, but then turn around and want to tell God on Jesus on everybody? No, that's just not going to happen. So he received all the additional years. Okay, so by him being shot, of course, everyone knows that when you're shot and you go to jail, you're on the medical ward. Okay, and on people that have the same kind of ailments and all of that, they end up being together because they all have to go on this medical ward. So that's how I can kind of put things together, because as he's talking about Habubi black, and and I kind of, it just all makes sense. Okay, well, yeah, Booby and Gates and all these people that they got shot, they've been on the medical wards together. Okay, so that's just how the relationship really gets more tighter and tighter and moves on and on and on. Okay, but with this situation, Terrence, when he finally goes to jail or whatever, he's shot up. He gets in the tank with someone who then been shot just like him, and gets in there and do that uptown stuff all over again. So that lets me know this is the type of person he is, and this is where he's stuck at. Okay, he cannot come out of the past. He remembers it so well, but it's nothing good. I mean, what is good about it? What are you doing to help the youth by mind controlling them and brainwashing them with past criminal activities? You're not telling your consequences and repercussion of it. I mean, we know you went and did all the life sentences and had all of these years that you did not complete. Okay, you were sentenced to them, but you did not complete those sentences. So the question is, where's the truth? We need the truth in the matter. Okay, you make it sound, all of this stuff sounds so exciting, which is not. It's really disheartening. It's really mind cluttering. It's really negativity. You understand? Because you tell the wrong things to the wrong person, and they may go try to act out on all of these things. Okay, thinking they're the things to do, not knowing none of these rappers or artists, period, none of the movies, none of these people are telling you that they are working to take you out. Okay, that is their assignment, to take out the masses. Okay, remember, I just said to you, there's going to be a new rich, a new poor, no in between. Okay, so where are you gaining anything? Where is anything being gained for you personally through these people? Okay, but for views, they're getting your views, they're getting your likes. That's like Pastor getting your money, but when your lights go off, when your rent needs to be paid, when you don't have food in your refrigerator, what is all the gangster stuff going to do? What is that gonna do? What is all of the criminal and all of the what are these people gonna do for you? All the people that you follow every day, you like everything that they do, you keep up with them. Where are they gonna help you? Because they don't know you, first of all. Okay, so this is the pattern that I'm seeing with Gangsta. I mean, he's coming home. He's stuck in 1990. I don't know what, been in the jailhouse, telling God on Jesus, on everybody, to seek a Rule 35, wearing wires in the jail, on other inmates, provoking them by telling them, lying to them, and telling them that their person whom they used to be with that's in here on some serious charges, but now they may be beefing or whatever the situation may be, telling them, oh, he told me he shot you. Making this man go off. Because anybody knows that if you tell me, if he would have knew back then, which he already knew, he already said that he knew that Stone had shot him because the detective had came into the hospital, first seen him in the hospital and told him, you know, Stone shot you, okay? So all of this time when you know somebody that shot you, put you in a piss and the shit bag, okay? Then took everything that you were capable of doing from yourself away from you, and you decide to pretend nothing happened. You decide to still hang with the person every single day. You're doing videos now. Oh, Killa Stone and OG Booby Black held me down in the hospital. The same person that shot you. What's up, Greg? The same, and we don't say wine over here, Greg B. We don't say wine over here, cause that wine, that sounds like rat stuff to me. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna change that. We gonna just say extraordinary, or something peculiar over here. But I'm trying to see, because you see, that's how people deal with things, and they pretend. That's why I like to be so real. If I know somebody did me something, I can't pretend they didn't do it. Okay? A rat, exactly. If somebody shot me up, how would I fix my mind to pretend to still be friends with them, to hang with them every single day, to go along with everything for multiple years, make it think it's okay, all of these years, okay, all to still take them out in the end, and you still using it, and it might be, I don't know, Greg B, you might be Terrence wine with the wine. I mean, you know, it's so many you know, informants and stuff. That's why I just be real, you feel me? But one thing about it, I'm very intuitive, so don't think my gift's not gonna work. But just be forthcoming. Come through here under your name, or be for real, because I've asked to speak with the guy. I was trying to speak with the guy, and as of last night, I received a phone call from the guy. But you see, one thing for certain and two for sure about me, honey, they all rat on each other, because they fail to realize first that the producer, the record label owner, all of these top people are CIs first. Pay attention to Charleston White telling it to T.I. Tip. They all have names when they're dealing with the police, okay? So they playing two sides. They playing one side to the media, like they all hard and all of this and all of that, but in the background, you done made so many pleas for your life. So now your job is to take out the masses, to fool the masses, okay? That means you gain all of these followers, you got this reputation, all of it's still temporary, because one wrong move and they can put your business back out there anyway. They can lock you back up anyway. You understand what I'm saying? But they fall for all of this stuff. The media, okay, like the general public, or what they call you, regular civilians is what they call you, okay? They can't go around. They're not gonna come around you, okay? They're not going around regular civilians for real, Okay, ain't that cold, Dirty Red? Exactly. They want your likes. They want your views. You share. You watch. You do what they do. You replicate. Oh, you make them so famous. You heard me? But all they doing is making themselves the new rich or the stay rich and making the regular civilians the new poor. The new poor, okay? Meaning they don't really care about you. So he comes out here, of course, following suit because he already knows this, okay? He knows that the record label producers are the CIs first. So how you think they come to be able to, that greetings, Dirty Red, Nightwater, okay, guess what? How they think they come to sign people? How do they think that their lyrics are being used against them? It is the record label owners, the signers, the ones that that give the contract, okay? That is a CI first, okay? They have gotten into trouble first. And so to save their own asses, okay, they have to get a record label. And the idea is to sign the artist with the most incriminating lyrics. See, it's a method to the madness. Not everyone can be signed. Not everyone can receive a contract. Not everyone can be in. You have to have something, okay? And what you have to have for a criminal that's already been camouflaged to be in position is something to give him credit, whether it's jail or death, okay? Because they're still going to get credit for you. If you get locked up, they get street credit. And if you die, they still get credit, okay? And they cash out on you with an insurance policy, okay? And with business insurance, you get paid until the artist is replaced. And if the artist is never replaced, you just keep getting paid. But your children never see anything. Your family never see anything, because the whole idea was to sign the person for credit, not for their family to receive anything when they're gone, for the producer, the record label owner. That is his credits because he needed it. Okay, that's his agenda. He's with the agenda to help take out the masses, the regular civilians. Okay, so all of these people, I just want to make that real for you first. All of these people that get on here, you know, what they do is they go and watch the ones that's not signed, the ones that's really, really gifted and talented. But see, when you come truthful, like I'm coming truthful, oh, that's not good enough to be signed. See, you got to be fooling the masses out here. I got to be leading y'all down all the wrong paths to get in those positions, and I'm not about doing that. Okay, so that's why I don't care about numbers and likes and none of that, because nobody likes the truth. I know very few people that like the truth. And I know that hit dogs holler when the truth come up. Because you see, last night, I don't know who might have set the call up. But on last night, after so many months, I had received a phone call. You understand? And you see, it's missed. Because you see, one thing about me, ain't no going back, okay? It's just some things you just can't come back from. So it ain't no going back when I tried to go forward the correct way. You understand what I'm saying? I tried to go forward in a real way. But after I'm called, I'm referred to as little chihuahuas and brushed off and taken lightly every time a question is asked about what Killa Stone baby mama had to say. I mean, let's just keep it public. Why? Come on here. Come catch me on live. Come on here with me and the regular civilians. Thank you so much, Big Stack. I appreciate you, baby. Guess what? Come on here with me and the regular civilians, the ones that's giving you likes and shares and running your numbers up, getting you paid so you can pay off all your federal debts. Come on here with us, because that's what we at. That's what they be looking at you from. You understand what I'm saying? So come on here. Don't try to get private now, because ain't no private. But I'm just running it out all out there for y'all together. And I'm gonna have to start breaking this down as well, because it be so long and drawn out. But I'm just letting y'all know how all of this stuff that's being said and built up is incriminating every single person that comes out of his mouth. Okay. He's just really bitter because all of these people that he was with, for the ones that are not dead, he now wants them dead, because he felt like, oh, you ain't did nothing for me when I was in there. Now I'm out here and I'm doing numbers, and I'm going to use all y'all to get my numbers up. You understand me? And they might think oh, he said my name. Oh, I'm getting likes. Oh, I'm getting this. But baby, did you check his background? Did he really let you know his occupation? Is he really being real with you? Because you see, all the paperwork that I have, oh, it's real paperwork. The feds don't lie, pretend, nor fake for nobody. Okay, I just need you to know that. Greetings, lady. If they not correct, they don't even come. Okay, so I just need that to be understood first. You got to make it make sense, okay, at all times. Okay, so this bitter person, Terrence, of course, no, he tried to present with me for a little while, but from the beginning I came to him about Stone. He wanted to be Stone very, very badly. Okay, you can come out here and brag that you stole his belongings and still talk about it every day or whenever you feel like it to get likes off it. When I really look at it, why is he the only one alive? Because he been telling God on Jesus, and he the reason why all of them dead, because he been sold them out. He don't care about nobody but himself. So there's nothing that we could possibly come back from, because I didn't been there. Okay, but that is the D that he dated, that they both dated. It's not me. It's the Danielle who I spoke of stealing Stone's jewelry that he received back from the feds, his $250,000 worth of the jewelry. That is who they both used to date, and she's still alive. I think she was part of the hit too, because she had become very bitter like Terrence, you know what I'm saying? And they all were with, and it was so funny because when she went to giving the children scraps of their daddy belongings, she specifically told the children that she wanted to keep the cash money jacket. Why would you want to keep the cash money jacket? The same cash money that your man, your so-called, she lied and faked and said, start calling him husband because she married him while he was dead. Okay, she rigged it up. She didn't think I know what I know, but I know what I know, and it's coming for you, and I'm letting you know because I'm just that real. But why would you want to keep the cash money jacket unless you were in with all of the assignments? Okay, they both were on the assignment to take Stone out in the end. At the end, it all speaks for itself. Gangsta didn't care about no Stone. Stone shot him up the same way he I got shot in my side, and I got shot in my butt. Every time he say that, it seemed like somebody scratching the chalkboard, because that's the same way that I called him and explained to him that my son received those same shots, and when he didn't receive the colostomy bag, they actually had a hit, gave the nurses in the hospital an assignment to give him bare minimum medical treatment, which allowed him to get a bowel obstruction that made a tube have to go down his mouth into his bowels to make the bowel movement come up out of the tube, out of his mouth. That was like shit coming through his mouth, to a sense, okay? So all of this stuff, every time he talked this incriminating Rico join hands together type of shit, he's just verifying and confirming what the spirit had already shown me. He just verifies it every single time. The more he talks. And you see, the person that they use, oh yeah, they thought just because she was working with the police that she was gonna get off for shooting my son. But I told y'all, I told you, and I had showed him. I told him and I had showed him I'm the real thing. She's not getting off. She's not getting off. She's going to court. Okay? And so all of this is going to come up at court. So it's just so funny that all of it lines up. And I'm going to make it all line up for y'all and make it all make sense. But this guy, all of the guys that he speak of, all of them, every single last one of them, if they're not CIs already, he's still RICOing them. He RICOing the CIs. Look at Charleston White. Charleston White let you know what he do, but he also letting you know who everybody else is too. So he not being fake, but he being real, because you see now it's a different kind of battle. Okay? You got to make it make sense, and you got to pay attention. It's a different type of battle. So now it's really rats revealing rats. They beefing with their own kind. They want to switch positions because somebody, you know, if you ain't giving up enough credits, you got to return back to whence you came. Okay? So now they letting the new CIs out. These new CIs trying to take out the big dog. Okay, like you told me, if you ain't got your numbers up, I can't do nothing with you. Don't worry about none of that. I don't want no numbers up, because everybody with their numbers up telling God on Jesus. Okay? I don't care who it is. Okay? They sacrificing family members for insurance money or credit. They ain't got to have insurance. They get credit, honey. It's called blood sacrifice. Okay? It's called 3-6 deals and 3-6 murders. Okay? Everything is done with the 3 and a 6. And if you notice, they are all from the 3rd ward. Okay? I don't care who they signed up under. The big dogs who got these record companies and all that, they both were from the same place. The people that they took out all were from the same place. All hung in the same place. Even if they weren't originally born there, they were all from the same area. If you look at it, that is just a marked area. Okay? You got to make it make sense, y'all. So please watch what you are allowing to attract your energy, They are energy harvesting through regular civilians. Okay, you can be as gifted as you want to be. You wonder why eventually you have all the gang stalking problems with the police and all this stuff, because they come and watch what you do, but you're a little dog, so they just come and watch the little people and steal their stuff and go do it and have the masses watching them. But what are they gonna do for you? What is Terrence doing for the youth? Talking about all these past ass, no good ass stories. What is that doing for the youth? Whom is it feeding? Whom bills is it paying? Where is it any positivity in it? It doesn't exist because it's not in him. Okay? So I just want to come on here and be real and tell you how people be really feeling. You understand what I'm saying? They just want you over. Life, they just be about their money. All good money, all money ain't good money. So y'all please watch who y'all giving y'all energy to. Please pay attention to what's going on. It's nothing but poison, and nobody's telling you that a $40 million heist a $40 trillion heist going on. You're gonna be the new rich or the new poor. So what you gonna? How? They're not saying, "Oh, I'm gonna help you do this and I'm gonna help you do that," because I don't want you. Nobody not talking nothing positive. Everybody going on with their life. Oh, they having a ball with your view. Cause that's all they need. It's your view and your like to stay on the top. And they're not coming nowhere around you. Not even him. When he got out of jail, he knew he told on so many people. And he did so much murder and told on all best friends and all the closest of the close to, guess what? He knew he could possibly never come to Louisiana again. So you know what he did? Got his paperwork, showed him. I fear for my life in Louisiana. Can't send me back there. He went and got the witness protection program in Texas. Okay? It's called witness protection. Okay? How you think they talk so loosely? How? After what did happen to them, they don't care who they take out. They're going from old, ancient, old, and new. Okay? So I just need y'all to understand what's really going on. Understand that I am going to come for him every time. Because, see, I let him go 2 days this time. After he said my name. Oh, after he didn't say my name. Somebody asked him about what I said. About me saying. What about what Killa Stone baby mama said? Oh, some of that stuff. Most of that stuff ain't real. Most of that stuff ain't real. But see, I don't worry about no little chihuahua. That's what he said. But see, a little chihuahua? Yeah, about the numbers. Read on. Exactly. But see, one thing about a little chihuahua, when I see little bitty dogs, baby, I get the hell on. I be out there in the field. Them little bitty dogs that tear your ass to pieces. They just get at your ankles and break that ass down. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you gotta watch them little chihuahuas, honey. Cause guess what? Little chihuahuas run the big dogs. If you ever see a big dog with a little dog, the little dog is the boss. Never forget that. You heard me? I don't care how big the dog is. The little dog is the boss. Believe that. The little dog will shut the big dog down. Because when the big dog is in the house with a little dog, he don't even want to bark no more. He get comfortable. Because he know the little dog. He know the little dog gonna what? Be on go. Little dog gonna move fast. You heard me? So you gotta watch that. You gotta watch what you be comparing people to. Because see, you call me a little chihuahua, you refer to me as a little chihuahua, but one thing about it, people love their little chihuahuas. People love their little chihuahuas. They will welcome and pay money for them little chihuahuas. They will pay good money to own them little chihuahuas. But you see what nobody likes is a rat. I ain't never seen nobody have no pet rats unless they was feeding them to another animal that they own. Okay? I mean, who is actually gonna just buy a rat and let him live loosely in their house? Not possible. And if he's on the outside trying to get in, what are most people gonna do? What are a lot of regular civilians gonna do? They're gonna go and buy rat traps and poison to get rid of a rat. Okay? So always be careful, Terrence, of whom you may be really referring to. Okay? But I'm not going to talk on him long. I'm going to come back. Actually, I'm going to come right back. And we're going to talk about real life. Yeah. Buy traps. Guess what? Kiva had them just lined up with peanut butter and cheese and everything else. And soon as that rat think he getting past, he come across that right one. You know, he might get by a lot of wrong ones. You heard me? But eventually that rat come across that right peanut butter, a cheese trap. You heard me? And it's over for him. You feel me? So I'm really not even concerned of why Terrence was trying to call my phone. I don't know. But I don't deal with him. You know, it was at 10:30 p.m. You know. I'm very methodical, in case they didn't know. I'm very strategic and methodical, okay? So one's for certain and two for sure, you could possibly never. It's just some things that you can't come back from. Oh, baby, I'm coming back, Zachary. I actually, I have been cooking, but I just haven't come on. But I'm coming back and share it, baby, because I got to make sure everybody's health is good, their mind is good, you know, get rid of them toxins and all that infiltration that people tend to want to force upon you, you know, and sometimes they just be forcing the wrong things. They need to let that be choice. Like they were saying, leave the past in the past. Some people don't know how to do that, but I'm okay with it because I'm going to show them how I done healed and I'm going to help them heal. But I'm going to end this live here, and I'm going to come right back. And we're going to continue to talk real life. And I want to see how you guys are doing. Like, we be real over here because, see, I got information. And I have started the YouTube membership. On the membership, honey, I'm going to be giving tea away. I'm going to be giving free information away. I'm going to give you the information on how to make you some money. I don't care if it's a stock. I'm going to put back into you. You know what I'm saying? Why he told on Skip out the mail for killing Sterling. That boy told on everybody. He told on 2 females that he got to do something and then turn around and told on them too. You heard me? 2 females out of Tennessee. This dude then told God on Jesus on every single body and wants to tell the media that he told on dead people. Well, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. That's why they did. Because you told somebody else what they did. You heard me? Got them knocked on all that. Because you been onto something. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you. Remember, he was working for a CI. Okay? That's just like when Yellow Boy shot up that Cole, shot up Baby Cole, and beat Baby up. Ha 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 ha. They must didn't know I was singing in them projects. I had made me some friends in the project, baby. I had me some friends in the project, okay? Let's skip and saw the paperwork. Thank you, FGM3D. Okay? Thank you. Hello, somebody. But you see, this is nothing that he talks about. This is what I'm not understanding. And all these people just feed into this dumbass energy, and then they come and got the nerve to question me when I show the paperwork. Honey, I got it all. Okay? All. This and that. This one. Oh, it's sealed. It's sealed. You think I got time for that? like I'm gonna go tell him where to find it. But you're trying to sit up here and challenge me and my thoughts and my facts. You heard me. One thing about it, I sure can't make it up and sure you think I'm gonna mess with federal paperwork or doing anything. Not I. Okay, I am not Terrence. Okay, I don't think that I could do stuff and then turn around and get in trouble for it, and then turn around and tell God on Jesus on everybody else. That's just not how that works here. But I would wish he would come and join the live sometimes. But of course he's not, because he's so worried about all numbers. You know what I'm saying? But just like the numbers he had got for all of them years, and then turned around and got told Timothy Pickney that Sean Teller shot him, for Sean Teller to go give word for word, noun for noun, verb for verb, on every single thing that happened, including Sean was scared and all this and all that, on multiple murders, on multiple shootings where people were shot but didn't get killed, and had on the wire the whole entire time. Had on the wire. The dude had already told him the stuff that happened, but he came back on the dude and told him, yeah, I could hear him. Just the way he be on there telling y'all stories, lying. Sean told me he shot you. And then got that dude going off and talking. But guess what dude did? Timothy Pickney, he lays up there and plead out during jury selection. Because mind you, he wasn't even in the jail on the charge with Sean. Gangsta just hooked all of this shit up. Because that's how shrewd he is, and that's how he really needed that Rule 35 to be fulfilled. You understand what I'm saying? He be lying his ass off. Every time I hear him lie, I be saying, you know what? I'm going to start coming on here with his video, and I'm going to start pointing out. I'm going to let him talk, and then I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to say, now, see this right here? He lying. He lying, because I don't know who he think I am. Like, did he think he was the only one that was around? That dude be lying, okay? He's just a good storyteller. Not that it's fiction and non-fiction, you know, not that it's real. You know, a story don't care who tell it. Just like a lie. But he not telling the truth. Yes, Asim, he's not telling the truth on all the live people that he's told on. This man got 10 plus life sentences. That paid for his life plus his 240 years. That's what paid for it. So I put the paperwork there for y'all. But let me end this live and come right back, because, you know, I don't want to make them too long and all this here. And, you know, people they tend to get attention span short. You know what I'm saying? But, y'all, I'm going to come right back. Please like, share, and subscribe, because y'all cannot be letting this Terrence infiltrate y'all kids, y'all household, y'all men. I'm coming right back. I'm gonna hang up and come right back. Never do it, Tasha. Never do it. They ain't gonna tell the truth. He keep dodging the fact. But why are you calling me in the background? I don't understand. I'm on here live, public. Why are you calling me in the background? See, this is what we're not gonna do. You know, this is what we're not gonna do. You feel me? So I'm going to hang up, y'all, because I'm going to end this live here. Y'all, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to hang up and come right back, because I got time today. I got time today. So, see y'all right back. I love y'all.